How do we create something that is neutral from, a political perspective, a commercial perspective? It's just a place that we can meet our friends and ride our bikes and have a good time together. Basically, I had a look at Google Maps and you could see where there's a chunk of green, basically. Decided this looks good, I have to go and take a look. So I took my truck at the time and drove there and just walked around. And of course, the place is amazing, even at first sight. Made some local friends to be able to find the landowner, and they helped facilitate the agreement that we could use it for recreational use, basically. And actually the first one who take a step in to do the MX track was Mr. Ong from Dirt Wheel, together with Vincent and a couple of other guys. So they created a small track with a few jumps, but mainly corners. Another guy, Peter Grinstead, designed the first sort of real UCDP MX track. It was a good track, and a lot of people started to find out through word of mouth, and we had a lot of Malaysian riders coming. It was busy. The interest just exploded, I would say. A rider named Tommy Lee, who rides BMW predominantly, he asked me if he could do a few obstacles for that type of bikes. And he arranged classes for the big bike riders. And that's really how it started. BMW came along. We had car makers like Land Rover. Another car company was Bugatti. We've had movie shoots, drama, TV drama productions. A lot of riders who have been to Romania since has trained in UCDP because of the extreme terrain. So we, a couple of friends and I discussed, why don't we do a hard enduro ourselves? Mikko Niemelä, he's an enduro rider and successful entrepreneur. So he said, this Silverskin brand would be really nice together with your Harma Kumbang, your hard enduro. So he came up with not only a suggestion to sponsor the event, but he was willing to commit for 3 years. So that was a massive boost for Harma Kumbang. The landowner had been trying to sell the land for quite some time. They've been looking for things to do with it from a revenue perspective. They've sold the pieces that was the most popular and most attractive for our riders. We started to look for options in terms of, can we restructure a lease on the remaining plots? But then right after COVID hits with circuit breaker in Singapore and restrictions in Malaysia. So in that environment, I understand nobody is willing to take on that sort of commitment. So that's why we were forced to close, unfortunately. I'm sitting here today talking about UCDP, but it's a lot of people that has created UCDP. Cherry Tan, who has been working with us since the beginning, she designed the logo for UCDP and pretty much every single graphic element. The enduro guys they do a lot more work themselves. So they bring tools and clear the trails. So the rider contribution from a trail clearing point of view has been nothing short of amazing. Really, without the riders, there would be no UCDP. The spirit of UCDP is really to share that passion for riding. That spirit is already there. Let's say that UCDP may be able to bloom up again in the future after COVID. That's a great thing. But even if it's a new place, I think that attitude will still live. And if it's something that I would wish for, it's that the UCDP spirit could still be there, the inclusiveness and the sharing of this passion for motorcycles. I think that would be my wish, yeah.